What do you wanna do when you're grown up? If I asked you that question, what would you answer? I wouldn't expect an answer like, you know what, just wanna lay in bed, watch some good movies, chill my life. I think in all our hearts there's the desire of really changing the world, making the world a better place, doing something against the injustice in the world. There's this desire for being a good leader to the world. This week's virtue for LTP, we continue it online, is leadership. And I have this little story for y'all. It's about this little girl who lived in a tiny, tiny village with her uncle long, long time ago. And everything she did was like boring, normal. So she just got up in the morning, had her breakfast, did her morning prayers, then she studied, ate lunch, met up with some friends, just daily life. But then one day, the king of the nation looked for a new queen, and finally she got elected to be the new queen, like from this little tiny life to this huge queen life. And eventually the king decided to kill her nation. So sorry, I shortened the story a little because it's a huge story. Anyways, so the king wanted to kill her nation, and in these days it was not allowed for the queen to like step up in front of the king and say, hey yo, I have this idea about politics. No, it was just the queen was about, her duty was to represent the beauty of the nation, but not doing something. So Esther, that was her name, she decided, oh my gosh, like she heard about it and she was like, maybe super overwhelmed. I don't know if you had these situations where you're like, oh my gosh, like life has totally changed for her. So she was like, what shall I do? What shall I do? She prayed and fasted and prayed, and she was like, and finally she decided to step up, go to her king and say, hey, king, I'm your queen and this is my people. And it's just, I can't, like, if you kill them, I'm hurt so much. You can't kill my people and God's people. And so the king changed his mind and didn't kill the whole nation. So if you want to read more about it, it's the book Esther in the Bible. But what do I want to tell you through that story about leadership? Right now, it's Corona time. Maybe you can't even hear the word Corona anymore because it's just everywhere. But maybe you're there at home with this desire of becoming big leaders, and then you say, oh my gosh, I can't be a leader right now because I'm stuck at home. And you're with your parents and with your siblings, and I want to tell you, this Queen Esther, she lived her whole life like a good, normal, boring life, and then through that she strengthened her heart, and she got a heart of a true leader. Her heart became the heart of a true leader. And right now is the moment where you can do the same. You can strengthen your heart. You can practice good leadership, so then in the moment when you're asked for it, you can really be the good leader and change the world. So I ask you, if you dream of changing the world's injustice and you see all that hatred in the world and you say, just want to change that, then start today by loving your siblings, loving your parents. If you say, you know what, I want to found this big, huge business and bring this new, powerful invention in the whole world, then start today and live your life intentionally. And instead of being sad and depressed about being at home, make a plan for the day, schedule your day, schedule some time with your loved ones, schedule some time, be faithful with studying. And so then, when we see each other again after that whole Corona thing, I expect meeting these girls, you mentors, with this huge, strong heart of a true leader. And maybe it's also a good time. Now we have the time to come to the best leader in the world, Jesus, and give him some more time, spend more time in prayer. I can just tell you that's the best you can do. So I'm so excited to meet you, new leaders, after this Corona time. Stay strong, become strong, stay faithful. I know that you'll change the world.